court in Rwanda says the man who inspired Hotel Rwanda, Paul Rusesabagina, is guilty of terror-related offenses. He boycotted today's announcement after declaring he didn't expect justice in a trial he called a sham. He has so far been found guilty of the formation of an illegal armed group and membership in a terrorist group. The ruling comes more than a year after he disappeared during a visit to Dubai and appeared days later in Rwanda in handcuffs, accused of supporting the armed wing of his opposition political platform, Rwandan Movement for Democratic Change. The group had claimed some responsibility for attacks in 2018 and 2019 in the south of the country, in which 9 Rwandans died. He has maintained his innocence, and his family alleges he was kidnapped and taken to Rwanda against his will. To discuss this new development, we're joined by Mr. Rachne Mungenzi, chairperson of Global Campaign of Rwandans Human Rights, based in the United Kingdom. Good evening, Rachne.
Hello, good evening.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so today's conviction of Mr. Rusesabagina hasn't come as a surprise to many who have followed his actual case. Kindly bring us up to speed on what has led to his conviction.
Yes, the Rusesabagina have been abducted last year in Dubai, taken to Rwanda against his will. And then after a few days later, and he was shown to the media, and a few months later, a kind of political motivated trial started, in which his legal team has been refused to come to Rwanda to defend him. And all his rights have been, refused by the Rwandan, judicial service. And it's not surprise, I said, because this is one of the many political motivated trial. That's what the government has been doing to try to silence criticism.
All right. So he and his family have always maintained his innocence. Has anything changed in this regard?
No, nothing has been changed. The family have continued to say he was innocent, and most importantly, the trial have been not legal because he's been arrested illegally, so they cannot. Rwanda, the family and any other human rights activists and human rights observers, they cannot accept what have been happening during this trial because of the procedure that have been not respected.
So are they going to appeal his sentence, and what are the chances of his conviction being overturned, considering what you just mentioned?
I'm not sure if the legal team is going to appeal, but considering that Mr. Rusesabagina himself, he didn't participate in trial for the last 6 months, he doesn't accept the way he's being tried. So I'm not sure that he'll be able to appeal. Even if he is appealed, if he's trying to appeal, there's no hope. Because the judiciary is not independent in Rwanda. This is is the political operation tools that the Rwandan government is using against him.
All right. So what's the way forward to the human rights activists in light of this conviction? Because it seems there's nothing else that they can do. Is there some sort of light at the end of this dark tunnel?
First of all, it's a very sad day for human rights activists, Rwandan human rights activists, and also people have been hoping for opening of political space in Rwanda. But again, I don't think they will stop. They will keep campaigning until Rwanda can finally get the political space that many people have been trying to get. Also the human rights, the respect of human rights to be installed in Rwanda, because that has been lacking since for many years. So this is bad news, but again, we never stop.
What is the mood like in Rwanda after this, conviction was announced?
And Rwanda has a very oppressive regime. They know it's very hard to capture the mood, because whoever might dare to show that they're not happy, they might get problem, because of that. So it's really, really very complicated, very difficult question to be able to respond to because of that.
All right. Anything else you'd like to add?
As I would like to add that I'm asking all the African, people, and especially Zimbabwean, watching this news to help Rwanda and the Rwandans in their quest to get freedom and a political space as Zambia is for the moment. All Rwandans, they have dreams to have a country where there's a political space, there's a free election, like what recently happened in Zambia, so that it can be free human beings.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Mugenzi.
Thank you for having me.
Okay.